Yo, so guys, been on fire here back with another video, and so we're going to be hopping into another Madden 24 defense. Now, today we're going to be bringing you guys a blitz, going to be similar to that one we posted a couple of days ago, but it's going to be out of a different formation. Now we got the 3-3 Cub. This has been a very highly requested. A lot of you have been wondering how I run this blitz. I'm not sure how other people do it, but it'll probably be similar to meta styles, but it's the Mike Blitz 0. Now, first things first, we're in the 4-6 defensive playbook. And out of the 4-6 defensive playbook, you're going to have pretty much all these good formations. Let me know if you want to see an ebook on this because you have really everything you need. You have dollar, which I'll be dropping some dollar soon. And then we have nickel 3-3, nickel 3-3 Cobb, nickel normal, and a bunch of other good stuff. So the first thing you're going to do is actually be in the 3-3. We're going to be audibling down, just so the fact that we can have safeties, because the safeties really help on the blitz having speed. So you're going to throw safeties at these outside linebacker positions. You can also put one at your user. I'm going to use Van Der Esch, but you could use like a Delpit or a Cameron Curl in Ultimate Team. Those are guys that come to mind. So, and then all you have to do is make sure Mike Blitz 0 is in your audibles, which it is. And then you can, or actually one last thing you want to do, come out and base aligned. And then you can, I like to come out in linebacker blitz 0. Realistically, you probably could come out in every play, but it's better to come out in man when you're running man. And we're just going to call a random play here. So, also before you get into the video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and let me know what you guys want to see next. We're on the road to 25K subs. Channel's been growing really well the last couple of days, so let's keep that momentum going. And yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is just simply audible to Mike Blitz 0. If you don't know how to do that, you're pressing that X or square button, D-pad to the right, and then you can just press Y here. Now, I'm not sure why you decided to come out in a weird spot, but you can move him in a little bit if he is that far out. And then all you're going to do is pinch your defensive line. That's going to be D-pad to the left, down on that left stick. You're going to slant outside, and then you're going to contain. Just make sure that these outside guys are in contain, and then you are pretty much good to go. With your user, just stand right about here, let the ball be snapped, and you should get some looping action. Now, sometimes it'll, of course, be a lot cleaner than other times. That time, it did get through, but it wasn't the cleanest. So Micah Parsons ends up looping here, but it takes him a minute. He ends up getting pressure before really anybody is open, so even like right here, he's on this corner out. Pretty good coverage. And again, if you're running this scheme, you want to have high man coverage, high speed guys. I don't know why this guy is coming out in the stupid wrong spot, but I'm just going to turn auto baseline off because he wasn't doing that earlier. So let's just go back to default because I hate how he's doing that. Now, of course, he's still doing it. I don't understand that, but it's fine. Again, pinch your D-line, slant outside, contain. We're going to move you into containment, move you a little bit closer. And then again, stand right here. And we end up getting him through once again. Little disengages. Donovan Wilson ends up coming through that other side. So you can get through the left. Typically, I will see it on the right side, though. But right here, you see we end up getting a couple of disengages from these guys. And this is where it can be a glitchy blitz. Again, it can be clean sometimes. It can be a little bit glitchy, though, which is what you see here. So now we get him in the right spot where he's not shifting. And then you're going to, again, audible over, pinch that D-line, slant outside, and then contain. Once again, we're going to stand right about here with Leighton Van Der Esch. And again, the looping, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm not sure why. Usually that safety gets through a couple of times. He hasn't yet. But we should see him get through at least once by the end of the video. Right there, again, sometimes it's not going to work every rep. You're only rushing 5, so you can't necessarily expect it to work every rep. Typically, it has been working, but again, there is no guarantees, so here you see a little disengage action with the D tackle. Actually, he slides over, he doesn't get touched, and he's the one who gets through. But again, what I like to do is just press these guys. Now, as far as things to worry about, you can shade over the top if you'd like. You can also press down So it really just comes down to personal preference. But you can do a couple of different things. And again, if he starts blocking as a running back, maybe you just blitz Van Der Esch and you hover here with Malik Hooker. So you can do a couple of different things. Again, here, it doesn't work. It's fine. But we are going to switch up the formations just to see how things change from it. So let's say we go to a gun tight offset. And I throw him on a little wheel route. So we're going to audible once again. Now the spacing doesn't become great when you do this, but it should still get through. And this is a little bit more ideal of a situation. We did get really bad bumps there. We got a little unlucky, but you could see how the pressure would be able to get through there quickly, and that typically happens more so online. And this is what you want to have happen. Now, we happened to get an outside rush, which bumped it, but usually that would work. So we're going to audible over too tight again and hope that that same scenario happens. And again, it seems to be a little bit better against tight formations, and this is where baseline probably is a little bit better just because you don't have to worry about it. So maybe it's because Mike has his ability, so maybe we just get rid of him altogether. But again, I like standing over here on the right side, and that is a perfect example of what could happen in a everything goes right situation. So obviously, if you can, you want Micah Parsons there or a fast guy. That is the reason why. Take a look at the little glitch. Because you pinched him inside, he gets like a weird speed boost, and it is just off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. Now, I know the Giants don't have the best offensive line in the world, but they're not terrible. And again, no one's really going to be running offensive line abilities early in Madden. And again, nobody's really either going to be upgrading their offensive line because it's kind of a waste of time in Ultimate Team. So again, pinch that D-line, slant, outside, contain. You can press those defensive backs. Now, I don't like having these guys near each other, so maybe you move Diggs a little bit over here. Stand here once again. Now, this was a look at play action. Now, of course, if they are blocking the running back, typically it's going to kill the blitz. But if you get them to block your running back, that's going to make your life a whole lot easier just coverage-wise. So you can start playing bluff blitzes and things like that. So this will look at what it looks like cleanly when you get this guy over. And again, with my user, I'm able to back out and take care of things. You won't be able to use your super deep routes, but really we force them out of the pocket. We get the sack. You have contained, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to scramble, which you love to see. So let's go with gun bunch now. Now, gun bunch, we're going to, again, do seeing things the exact same. Stand right about here. What play am I in? Let's run verticals. And we get a little bit unlucky with the bump once again, but he's going to end up getting pressure. That's the most important thing, is eventually you're going to get a free rusher. If it is a little bit late, it's just something that's going to happen, something that you have to accept. But all you know is that eventually that guy is going to get through, and that is really what counts. So him getting through is the most important thing, and it does usually end up happening. There you see it again, a little bit cleaner there. Now he's not running at full speed, but it's fine as long as he gets there. Sometimes they will get QB contained, I notice, or nano detected. I notice that happening more when it is like a linebacker there. Like if I had TJ Watt, which I was having earlier, then I noticed him like getting nano detected from that linebacker spot, which is of course not ideal. So again, you see he gets bumped, but it's difficult to find routes open that fast anyway. He's not getting there as fast as you would like, but still, QB release times are a little bit slow this year. Nobody's really too fast enough to just sprint out of a blitz. So as long as you have a fast safety there, you get a budget guy because he's going to be blitzing anyway, you should be in business. So I'm going to show it once again just against this tight look, because that it seemed to be where we had a lot of success, but really out of every formation would work. You obviously would love if somebody were to run something like a 5 wide on you, because this would be the easiest thing in the world to get pressure with. So there you see a really good example of more that disengages, because even if the tackles like end up recovering or the O-lineman, they can't block him because it's just a glitch. So taking a look here at that outside guy, they end up like switching over and recovering, which is what you would want to see, but he doesn't actually end up doing anything. He's not allowed to collide with him, so you end up getting the pressure, and it is ending up being pretty fast. The corner out None of these guys have even broke, really. At the time he's hit, you have to throw it like right here. If you're going to actually get a ball off, right about here, and nobody's open. Again, I would obviously user him. I'm not really paying attention with my user, but overall, very good. Now, let's say you wanted to bluff blitz out of this. You definitely could. So some of the things that you can do is I can man up that outside linebacker on Saquon, which allows me to throw a inside zone here, and then we could go curl flat over here. So you go 3-man rush, you could blitz 4 people. Typically, if I'm going to bluff, I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to just put A on curl flat over here. So you'd press. Obviously, it's going to look the exact same. So maybe what does he do? He probably blocks his running back, and boom. Now nobody's really going to be open. Everybody's bagged. There's nowhere to go. Now, again, pressure-wise, 3-man rushes seem to be really bad this year, but typically you can end up finding someone. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and peace. I'm out of here.